Moving on, the current state of the consent decree has some Louisvillians concerned, so much so that they held a panel discussion last night. The agreement between the city and the Department of Justice is meant to bring reform to the police department, but right now it's in limbo in federal court. WHAS 11's Clarice Shaley and photojournalist Aspen Hester explain.
Can we agree that they earned this consent decree? Who believes that they earned it?
Louisville's consent decree, a federal document outlining reforms for the police department, is a hot topic of conversation at a panel held at Roots 101.
It's very important to me that we have a discussion about what's going on in our city as far as policing goes.
Most of the conversation centered around concerns.
I understand saying, Judge, this agreement violates our contract. So your contract means you get to violate our civil rights.
The consent decree is currently in federal court after the police union, River City Fraternal Order of Police, claimed it interferes with their policies. They've said they should have been a part of the negotiation process. In court Monday, the judge asked the Department of Justice if there is a, quote, less intrusive manner of resolving the dispute, end quote. That's when WHAS 11 spoke with the Heritage Foundation, who is against the implementation of the consent decree.
We're very pleased that the judge's questioning tracks very closely with our legal arguments. We expect that this thing will get tossed. Louisville will be safer as a result of it.
There's a possibility the judge won't sign the document, killing it there. And with President-elect Donald Trump taking office soon, it may not be enforced.
You know, that's been a top worry of ours, but at the end of the day, we're not going to let that deter us from our mission. We intend to be right there, you know, full force and just keeping the fire lit, you know, especially for my niece, Breonna Taylor.
Regardless, people want change, even pointing to the next step of boycotts and protests.
No one likes these repressive policies, and so it's got to change. And I can tell the young people are not going to stand for it.
In Louisville, Clarice Shaley, WHAS 11 on your side.
While we wait on the decision of the federal judge, panelists reminded people to submit their proposals for the independent monitor. That is the person who will oversee how the decree is carried out in the city. WHAS 11 did reach out to the Fraternal Order of Police for a comment, but we have not heard back. Kentucky State Police is investigating after an officer-involved shooting with the Franklin County Sheriff's Office. KSP says the Sheriff's Office responded to a call around 7:30 Saturday morning for a man experiencing a mental health crisis. Police say the man was armed with a knife, and during the encounter, one of the deputies fired his gun and hit the man. The man was taken to the Frankfort Regional Medical Center with life-threatening injuries. No officers were hurt during the incident. A person is dead and another is suffering from serious injuries after crashing into a bus in the St. Denis neighborhood. Police say they responded to the crash on Rockford Lane just before 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon. When officers arrived, they found a car had crashed into a TARC bus. 2 people were extracted from the car with severe injuries. Both were taken to the hospital where the passenger later died. The driver of the car remains in serious condition. Right now, Kentucky is one of the 4 states listed in the very high category for flu-like infections and other respiratory viruses. This is according to the CDC, and U of Health has some tips on staying safe in what some health professionals are calling a quademic. This refers to RSV, the flu, COVID, and norovirus. If you're wondering, norovirus is a contagious virus that causes vomiting and diarrhea. You can get it when you come in contact with contaminated food and surfaces. You should be back to normal in about 48 to 72 hours, though. And according to U of L's Dr. Mark Burns, U of L is seeing more flu cases than COVID compared to the last 4 to 5 years. Dr. Burns says this is a result of less people being vaccinated.
It's never too late to get a flu shot and also to get the COVID vaccine as well, too. We haven't really even reached the peak of influenza season, which will probably be sometime in February. So wherever the numbers are right now, unfortunately, I think they're going to get higher before they start trending down.
Dr. Burns says some of the symptoms to look out for are fever, sore throat, and headache. If you do test positive for any of these illnesses, you should stay home, rest, drink fluids, and wait for the illnesses to pass.